our fiber over the air internet
Yeah.
connection it's a network connection because they also access our internal infrastructure over it. But the fiber over the air solution that we set up for Creator Warehouse went down. But I was still right because the reason it went down had nothing to do with Ubiquity's dishes and everything to do with the fact that Jake scrounged together SFP to RJ45 adapters, like modules, that were not technically spec'd for quite the distance of our runs.
Oh.
And so it flaked out. So we replaced it with ones that were spec'd for the right distance, and it has been back up and running smoothly ever since.
Sweet. Yeah.
So I'm so stoked on not having to just buy a new internet connection for that place for no reason. And the fact that it's faster and the fact that just with zero pain whatsoever, they have complete access to our internal infrastructure. Like for their computers, they just plugged them in over there, plugged them into the wall, and they might as well have been in the same building. So cool.
Having like local networking across multiple buildings without being a campus is just like super sick. That's awesome.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're going to do it for the lab too.
Yeah, that's
Put another dish on the roof. Heck yeah, boys. We're going to have like 8 dishes on the roof of the main building at some point. And then, oh man, when we have like a bigger office someday, we'll have to make sure that it has line of sight to this one, right? Put like a big tower on the top of it, right?
You're gonna end up having buildings that look like research centers.
We'll have we'll have multiple hops because we'll have all the storage at the main one, and we'll have like offsite satellite storage. All that. Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Nice.
Under parking lot, dark fiber when. Okay, so. I don't know if we actually talked about it in the rooftop air fiber video, but I think conceivably it could be possible to stealth bury an armored fiber cable between here and the lab and do like 25 gig from here to there.
You probably could. Yeah, you could probably get away with that. If you like showed doing that, that might be, not great. But you could probably get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. So
it doesn't really harm or bother anybody.
The hard part is getting from the green belt to that building.
Oh, because you're on the...
Yeah. We're like buried in the middle of the building. But if we could somehow stealthily get it up to the roof...
Oh, you totally could. You still could. I have an idea. You totally could.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I know you definitely
Just tell me,
could.
because it's going to be in the video anyway, so we're going to get caught.
You know how they like repair road lines?
Mm-hmm.
You could asphalt over it.
Okay, I thought of that, but getting up the building.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably fine, because once you're actually against the building, it's going to look like
it's supposed to be there?
Yeah, like there's this whole concept in... There's this whole concept in guerrilla infrastructure that once something is there, as long as it looks like it belongs there, everyone's just going to assume it belongs there.
Right.
Like a lot of people actually just start using things as if they were intended to be there, even if they had nothing to do with putting it there and it wasn't supposed to be there.
Right.
So like if you run a cable up the side of the building, as long as it looks properly installed, potentially even painted the same color as the building or something like that, no one's going to mess with it.
So we go get a couple of little like chips. Oh, okay. Ganja Gremlin says, look into micro trenching. We do that from time to time with my company. Oh, interesting. The pros and cons of micro trenching.
That's a little spooky because that is, that could potentially be seen as like actually damaging pre-existing infrastructure.
Mm-hmm. Wow. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's almost all soft ground from our building to there.
Yeah.
Which is why we think it might actually
very
work.
little non-soft ground.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Theorica says, be careful if you're going to do any digging. You can get in a ton of trouble. Stuff that isn't buried too deep that you definitely do not want to damage. So yeah. So if we use an armored cable, that's another thing. Nobody walks back there ever.
Yeah.
It is actually conceivable that we could just lay it on the ground.
Yeah.
It could get damaged, but like, oh well. We'll have air fiber as a backup anyway. So Kasama and Twitch chat, just get a real long Ethernet cable. It would be beyond the range.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to bury it. I think you'd want to kind of run it along things and try to keep its route managed, and then make sure that there's like brush or whatnot so that people wouldn't want to walk there, you know?
We'd have to make sure that we'd have to make sure we're wearing like safety vests while we install it, and like hard hats, just
have a clipboard.
Yeah, just like look super official.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Get a little dirty ahead of time, wear a toque.
Ganja Gremlin says it's not that armored. Squirrela's, whatever, chew through it all the time. I think you mean squirrels. True Scott says go through the sewers. Thanks, True Scott. Really helpful. Thanks for participating in Floatplane chat. Appreciate you.
If this was a video game, they would do it that way. I swear, like almost every video game, you end up going through a sewer somehow.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't know.
I know, right? I mean, the last thing, man, more immersive gaming can't come late enough for sewer levels. When they have smell-o-vision for sewer levels, it's gonna. Oh.
Oh boy.
Make sure you encrypt your traffic over it. Someone could cut and get into your network. Yep, that's good advice. Absolutely.
Yep.
Anything that's accessible like that, you would absolutely want to encrypt. But that shouldn't be a problem. It would still be way faster, like way faster than even fiber over the air, which we got. It's weird. We think it's because it's an early access product from Ubiquity, but we got 1 gigabit down and 3 gigabits up. And it should be like symmetric.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not really sure what's up with that.